June 20th, 2016. Chloe imagined the sound the 10-pound boulder in her right hand would make, striking the skull of the man from behind. Like that pumpkin, she thought. The one I smashed in the street when I was 8 years old, my first and last act of Halloween vandalism. That sent a thrill of nausea through her weary frame. Dear Lord, forgive me. I am actually contemplating murder. Her whisper was swallowed by the empty house. Her eyes filled with tears. She had to face alone the monster who haunted this house, and he would be back soon. The monster's name was Raven. A former cellmate of his had tattooed an enormous black bird across his back and shoulders, with its head on the back of his bald skull and its wings unfurled along both his arms. She shuddered at the thought of it. Raven had captured her and bound her with duct tape, but she managed to escape. Now she wanted to run into the woods and hide, to make it back to the little mountain town several miles away to call the police. But Raven had her cell phone. And her daughter. I have to rescue Kaitlynn. I can't abandon her. She repeated those thoughts to herself like a mantra, her prayer invoking all that was holy to help her free her daughter. Outside, she heard the clear, piping call of a pileated woodpecker, Kaitlynn's favorite bird. On one of their many hikes together, she and Kaitlynn had come across a tall snag riddled with the curious rectangular holes the birds make while excavating for carpenter ants. Kaitlynn had called it Woodpecker Hotel. The holes are like windows looking into the heart of the tree, Kaitlynn said. But the tree is dead, honey. It was a grown-up's uncomprehending response. No tree is really dead when it's feeding everything around it, had been the mysterious reply. More grace. Chloe licked her lips and tasted the salt of her tears. The bird had grown silent. The house was quiet. Oh, Kaitlynn, I didn't know who you were then, and I don't know who you are now. Come home with me, please. Just then, the sounds of a car bumping down the dirt road to the house interrupted her reverie. Her body stiffened as her heart began to pound. Her breathing came in quick gasps. The rough texture of the stone abraded her fingers as they curled tightly around it. Every nerve ending in her tired body tingled in anticipation. The violence she intended would exact a cost she hoped she could afford. She knew it would change her life forever. The car stopped out front. She heard voices, Raven's and Kaitlynn's. Please God, she thought, give me strength and grant me forgiveness. And Raven burst through the front door.